In this video I'll be showing you how to make an easy super smelter in Minecraft, and these are the resources you will need for this super smelter. So anyways, let's get into it. So anyways, the first step to the super smelter is to place yourself out a double chest, and this double chest is pretty much what items that you're going to smelt are going to end up in. So once you place yourself out this double chest, place yourself out 8 hoppers going into the chest from the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then place yourself 8 furnaces on top of these hoppers, as in 1 furnace on top of each of the hoppers. Pretty much like this. And then once you've done this, you will need to head to the back of these furnaces and then place yourself another hopper going into the furnaces from the back. And then you will also need to get on top of these hoppers and furnaces and then place 8 more hoppers, as in 1 more hopper going into each furnace from the top. So this is going to be quite a lot of hoppers, but it is definitely worth it. So anyways, once I've done this, you will need to go to the left side right here and place yourself 2 blocks in the back right here, then 3 blocks right here, and then you will have to place yourself 2 powered rails on top of these blocks. However, once you do that, they will most likely link up with each other like this. So to fix that, you can place yourself 3 powered rails right here, then 1 on top of here, then you can destroy the 2 bottom ones, pretty much like this. And then once you've done this, you will need to place yourself a block going out from those powered rails, pretty much like this. And this is obviously to prevent the minecarts from falling out. And then once you've done this, you will need to find yourself a way to power these powered rails. Now I'm going to do that pretty simply by placing some levers right here, but you can do this in many different ways. You can also place levers, for example, right here instead, or you can also place redstone torches under these blocks, which will then power the powered rails. However, I like to place levers in the back right here, and of course, to make this look a bit nicer, you can also place some blocks right here if you want to. So anyways, once I've done this, the farm is pretty much done from the left side. So anyways, let's head back to the right side. So anyways, what you will have to do here is place yourself 4 blocks going upwards to the right side of this chest, pretty much like this, and then you will need to place yourself a 2 block high wall behind the chest, pretty much like this, and also do that right here. Then once you've done that, if you want this to look a bit nicer, you can place yourself 2 slabs right here, so pretty much right next to the furnace, then place another slab right here, as in right next to this hopper, and then a solid block right here. So you should have something that looks like this. Then once you've done that, you can place yourself a lever on top of this block right here, and that's pretty much how we're going to power the powered rails we're going to have here and right here. So anyways, what you will have to do now is place yourself a powered rail right here and right here. However, once you place it down here, the same problem will happen again. So what you can do now is destroy this block right here, place 3 powered rails right here, 1 right here, destroy these 2, expand this block back up, and then also place yourself a block right here, by the way, to make sure that minecart we have right here don't fall out. And boom, whenever you turn on this lever, both of these railings should be powered on, pretty much like that. And then once you've done that, what you will have to do now is fill up the rest of these gaps with normal rails. And boom, now the system is actually pretty much done. So what we have to do now is place ourselves 2 minecart with chests right here, and yeah, now we just have to fill this up with resources you want smelted, and that's about that. So what I'm gonna do now is grab myself some fuel, which can be coal, blocks of coal, it can be wood, any kind of thing that will fuel a furnace, and then of course something you want to smelt. So for this case I can try some iron, for example, and let's say I want to also smelt some potatoes. So what I can do now is fill up this top furnace with whatever I want smelted, the iron and potatoes, and then the furnace in the back right here with coal. And the reason we have the slab right here is so you can access this furnace in the back, pretty much like this. And what you can do now is flick this on, and what will happen now is that the minecarts will go back and forth, and they will of course start dropping off their items, thus meaning they're lighting up these furnaces, or filling up these furnaces. If we look into these chests right now, the items should almost be out. It's almost out of potatoes, the bottom one is out of coal, boom, the potatoes are out. So what I can do now is simply turn it off, and what will happen now is that the minecarts will stop right here. And if we look into these, you can see that the items have been shared out. So we have, so as you can see, all the items have been shared. So we have 7 coal, 4 iron, again 7 coal, 3 iron, I guess one just smelted, 3 iron, 7 coal, and yeah, pretty much like that. And while this have been smelting so far, if I look into this chest, we've already gotten 45, 46, 47, 48 iron, which is pretty good because this has not taken a lot of time at all. And of course, once the iron is smelted, the potatoes will start smelting because I also put those in, so those should be in the hoppers. And of course, you can keep filling up these minecarts with, for example, things you want to smelt and fuel. However, we still have more fuel right there, so I technically don't need to fill up more, but I'm just going to fill them up with more. So I'm going to put some fuel into here, and then I'm going to put some more iron and then some cobblestone to smelt it into normal stone here. Turn this on, and they will go back and forth and distribute the items evenly. So yeah, once the potatoes are done, the iron will be smelted, and same with of course all the cobblestone. So anyways guys, that is how the super smelter works. But anyways, that is it for this one. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions about how this works or anything like that, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll try to answer as quickly as possible. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.